Hey, what's going on? If you've been wondering how far your dollar can go in the Wisconsin land market, this video is definitely for you as I'm going to dive in how far $250,000 will go if you're looking to buy land in Wisconsin. Now, I'm going to focus on the southernmost portion of Wisconsin, which I divide into three regions. So this is going to be the Southwest, the South Central, and then the Southeast region. And I'm just going to give you some estimated land values, and then you can decide which region is the most, efficient for your money. And then stick around towards the end because I'm going to tell you exactly how you can find out how much money you can afford, and then that can dictate which region you want to go spend most of your time in. But let's dive into these regions. So the Southeast region is comprised of Washington, Ozaukee, Waukesha, Milwaukee, Walworth, Racine, and Kenosha counties. Now, these counties have had probably the highest land values historically, and I'm just going to go on a price per acre basis. These counties probably average between $10,000 and $15,000 an acre. Some of them for these smaller lots can go as high as $30,000 and $40,000 an acre, and that's just for like a building lot. Maybe it's 5 to 10 acres, something like that. So if you have $250,000 and you're looking to buy in the Southeast region, you're probably going to be able to afford anywhere from 5 to 15 acres. And that's mostly going to be a property that you're looking to build a house on. Now, you can find some hidden gems in this area. Maybe it's just a piece of farm ground that's maybe 15 to 30 acres, and you can get that, for $5,000 to $7,000 an acre. That will make your dollar go a lot farther and have it within that $250,000 budget. Going to the west, to the south central part of the state, these are going to include counties such as Dodge, Columbia, Dane, Jefferson, Greene, and Rock counties. Now, this is an interesting region because there's a couple different things going on here. In Dane County, you kind of have the same market as the Southeast region where it's super high, like that $10,000 to $15,000 an acre. But then you can get into these other counties, especially like Rock and Greene, where you'll probably be under $10,000 an acre for your properties. Dodge County and Columbia County have been kind of right there too at that $10,000 an acre. But it's not uncommon to see stuff between $4,000, $6,000, maybe $7,000 an acre. So if you're looking in this region and you have $250,000 to spend, you could probably pick up, a 30 to 50 acre property. It might have a mix of farm ground, wooded, and some lower land because these areas do have some low land in them. But you're going to be able to get a lot more land for your money. Now, going even farther west, we're going to head over to the southwest part of the state. And this is going to include counties such as Vernon, Richland, Sauk, Iowa, Lafayette's in there, Grant's in there, and Crawford. This is an up-and-coming market. It has been for probably the last 2 or 3 years, as a lot of people saw the opportunity to buy really good ground that has diversity, because you have the ridge tops, valleys, crop ground, really scenic views. And so a lot of people have moved their money from different parts of the state down to the southwest part of the state. Down here, you're probably going to find somewhere between $3,500 all the way up to $6,000 an acre. So if you have, that $250,000 sitting around, you can expect to get a lot more money over to the southwest part of the state. What I want to keep in mind, though, is this is a very competitive market, just like the South Central and the Southeast. So you have to have everything in order if you want to jump on a property. Now, out here, you're probably talking, more 40, 50, 60 acres for a piece of property, but expect, a lot of diversity on that property. If you're looking for flat farm ground, that's not going to be the place for you because there are rolling hills and stuff like that, creek bottoms, valleys. I mean, it's a very diverse landscape. So with that being said, you kind of get an idea of what those different regions compose of. So basically, as you start all the way over by Lake Michigan and then head west, just expect those land values to go higher, higher, and higher. So if you have a $250,000 budget, yes, you're probably going to have less land over in the southeast. And then as you go west, you can pick up more land for your money. So if you have been thinking about getting, into the land market, but you're not sure how much you can get, and then where to even start to find out how much you can afford, if you even 250 is even in your wheelhouse. So what you need to do is you need to reach out to a land lender, and I recommend only land specific lenders. There are some banks that say they dabble in, residential in the land market. Some of them do a good job, some of them don't do a good job. But I just say if you're looking for a specific property, work with people within that industry that have that specialty. And so I'm going to include a link below to a land lender through Compeer Financial. There's also one through Ergo Bank. Check those out because those lenders can get you pre-qualified, pre-approved really, really quick so that you can see, okay, is 250 even in my budget? And you know what? Maybe it's more. Maybe, based on your income and you don't have a lot of debt right now, maybe you're talking 300,000 to 400,000. So if you do that now, you can then target where to buy land if you do want to buy land. And another topic for another day is, where do I find these properties? Where should I even be looking? That'll be a video that I make. But this at least gets you started to expect, okay, these are land values right now. This is my budget. Where should I be looking? At least gets that ball rolling because it is a competitive market. And as we keep going where land becomes less and less available, it's only going to drive up those prices and it's only going to be more competitive. So my recommendation is get started right now. Click the link below in the comments to get that pre-approval, pre-qualification, build a network of lenders that can help you out in these situations. And let's get started. So let me know if you need anything. My information will also be in that comment. Reach out and I'd be happy to talk to you.